Hola, clase. ¿Cómo están? Excelente. And welcome back to Learning with Senor Cow Cow. So, first of all, let's go ahead and award today's Cowie Award. And if we look at yesterday's YouTube, we have one comment from Andre Drisdom. He says, vids are helpful. Thank you. No, thank you, Andre. Here is your Cowie Award. Alright, we'll see who gets it tomorrow. Okay, now for today's warm-up, we're still doing our this, that, these, and those, the demonstratives. Okay? So, what I want you to do is all you have to do is say something about each picture. For example, this house is big. That house is small. That house way over there is different. Okay? Just 3 little sentences today. And go ahead and pause the video and try it now. Okay, so for example, you could have said, for this one, you could have said, Esta casa es grande. Esa casa es pequeña. Aquella casa es diferente. Este perro es pequeño. Ese perro es muy grande. Aquel perro es feo. And that is one ugly dog, bless his heart. Whew. Brush those teeth. All right. So, that was that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to move on to a new concept today. Now, it's basically this. Let's go back to this for a second. This is not notes. You already know this. Okay. So, AR, ER, and IR verb conjugation. Don't forget, these are your subjects, your personal pronouns. Yo is I, tu is you, él is he, and so on. Okay? So, when you conjugate verbs, which means you make it match who's doing it, you put these endings. Okay, so for AR verbs, it's o, as, a, amos, ais, an. ER, o, s, e, amos, ais, en. And IR verbs is o, s, e, emos, is, en. All right, now, an infinitive is a verb that has simply just not been conjugated yet. For example, comer means to eat. That is extremely important to understand. If you say yo comer, it means I to eat. That's not correct. Okay? It's a verb. It's sitting on the shelf. No one's using it yet. And now it's our job to pick it up and do something with it. All right. Like I said, when a verb is conjugated, it matches who's doing it. Juan come means Juan eats. Comemos means we eat. In Spanish, only one word is necessary to accomplish this. You can just say comemos, and someone will 100% know you just said we eat because of the ending. Okay, so the steps, the behind the scenes here. Look at the original verb. First of all, comer is an ER verb, so that means we're only going to use these endings with that verb. Step 2, drop the last 2 letters, com. And step 3, add the appropriate ending. Comemos, comes, comen, como. So what started as comer, which means to eat, becomes comemos, which means we eat. Okay? Now, it is a good idea. Try these really quick. And if you can do these exactly right, you're in really good shape for today. All right, I'll go ahead and pause the video now. All right, so the first one, we eat fruit. The answer is comemos fruta. And again, you can write nosotros comemos or just comemos. Most people tend to leave out the nosotros. Number 2, she runs. Ella corre. Number 3, they live in Venezuela. Ellos viven en Venezuela. Viven. All right? So that kind of leads us into today's lesson. So here's today's lesson. These are what we call, let me add an extra slide just to show you and make sure we know what we're doing. Okay, these are called, well, they're really called irregular yo verbs. Spanish teachers call these yogo verbs. Okay? So that's, if you want to go ahead and start your notes with that, That's a good one to write down. These are irregular yo verbs, or what we call yogo verbs. Okay? So let's go ahead and start by copying this down. Let me make this full screen a little bit easier for y'all to see. Okay. Yo, these verbs are really important and you're going to see them a bunch of times. They're also just good to know out in the real world. Anytime you want to say things like, um, he says hello, or we put the money in the box, they do their homework, we're leaving at 5, they're going to bring, like all these things are really commonly said out in the real world. All right, so go ahead. You can screenshot, you can take a picture, you can write it in your notes, whatever you're going to do, go ahead and make sure you have this in your notes. Okay, pause the video now. All right, let's go over each one. All right, hacer, I know you've seen before, means to make or to do. And the yo form of that is hago. And just to show you, hago, you do this special thing for yo, but everybody else is normal. It goes hago, haces, hace, hacemos, haces, I mistyped that, hacen. Okay? Everything is normal except for yo. Okay? Just know that. That's why these are called yogo verbs, most of them. Okay? All right, then we have poner is to put. The yo form of that is pongo. Salir means to leave or to go out, and the yo form is salgo. That is most often also used with the word de. So if you want to say I leave my house, you say salgo de mi casa. In Spanish, you always leave from somewhere. Next one is traer. Traer means to bring, and the yo form is traigo. All right, so those are the regular yogo. The only thing that's unusual is the yo, okay? Like I showed you, hago is weird, everybody else is fine. Now these are the same things, except these are also stem changers. Let's go ahead and say them and then I'll explain. Decir, which means to say or to tell, is digo for yo. Venir means to come, and that is vengo for yo. And tener is to have, and that is tengo for yo, which you've already seen before. Now, decir is like hablar, but it's not the same. It's if you want to say something like, I told him where to go. He said that you were going to be there. Okay. Now, these, if you remember your stem changing verbs, it is the magic boot. Sorry, I didn't draw any sparkles. My mistake. But instead of the magic boot, I call this the shoe with a sock. Okay? Because you've got digo, dices, dice, decimos, decís, dicen. So you do have your magical boot-shaped change here. And in addition, you've got this special little go. Okay? So instead of saying dico, it is digo. Same thing here. Tengo, tienes, tiene, tenemos, tenéis, tienen. All right, so it's your boot, but we got a little extra sock up here for the go. Okay, hopefully that helps a little bit. All right, and then finally we just have some that are just their own thing. Dar means to give, and it goes doy for yo. Everything else is regular. And ver means to see, and veo is for yo, and everything else is regular. So like it would go doy, das, da, damos, dais, dan. Nothing out of the ordinary. Okay, now there are some ways to remember these. For example, poner and put both start with a P. Salir is to leave. So imagine you're leaving the classroom and you salute and you're like, I'll see y'all later. Traer is to bring. You're having a picnic and you tell your friend, I'll try to bring the potato salad. Let's see. Let's do dar. All right, this is one that people never forget. I'm going to go back to the face cam for this one. Dar means to give. Dar you go. Okay. And ver. Remember, it's not ver, it's really pronounced bear. So imagine you see a bear. Bear. All right. Again, these are not impossible. You can certainly do it once you spend time with it and all that good stuff. Speaking of which, let's practice. All right, I've got 4 practice examples for you today, and that's going to be it for today. All right. So using your notes that you just had on the screen, Go ahead and try these. Pause the video now. All right. So first one, I bring the chicken. The verb is traer, and the answer is yo traigo el pollo. She gives the money. Ella da el dinero. They say hello. Ellos dicen hola. And I do the work. Yo hago el trabajo. Okay, and that's it. See, didn't hurt a bit. All right, so that's today's class. Again, just little notes and practice for today, and we will continue practicing tomorrow. I will see you then. Adios.